Hey guys, it's me Dominique. I wanted to come in and do this last video for the day. Sorry guys, I am holding rain in my hand, so I'm going to try to record this video while she's in it, because I actually had the intent of recording this video while she was taking a nap, but she woke up while I was just finishing, doing my makeup and putting on this U part. So, and I didn't want it to go to waste, so I figured I'm going to still get on and record anyway. So this video is going to be about forgiveness. I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I got around the time to doing it because, to be able to do it, because I was doing other videos, but I felt like I wasn't in the right mindset to do it and say what I really want to say. And then as time went on, I did decide to like jot down stuff that I did want to say once I got around to recording this video, and I felt the need to record it again. So if you see me look down, I'm looking at like the little notes I took or whatever. The first thing I want to say in regards to forgiveness, and this is something I was taught while, going through teachings of Chanel Cooper Sykes. The first thing above all things is in regards to forgiving and who you're forgiving and what you're forgiving, is forgiving yourself. Because if you don't, in a lot of instances, if you don't forgive yourself, you can't forgive anyone else, because in a lot of situations where you need to forgive other people, you're also blaming yourself. I was watching this episode of Oprah, and then this is the Oprah show, not like her recent own channel stuff. This is when she still had her show, and she said a quote, and the quote actually came from someone else, but she said unknown. I guess she couldn't remember where she got it from. The quote was, forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could have been different. And when I sat there and I listened to that quote and I analyzed it, I said, you know what, that's so true. I said, because a lot of times when things happen in our lives, we tend to think about the shoulda, coulda, woulda, and what ifs. And we play these scenarios. If this would have been differently, then this would have happened. If this would have been said differently, then this would have happened. But at the end of the day, none of that can be taken back. What happened then is what happened. So you have to put it in your mind to, okay, forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could have been different. So in my mind, I have to think, well, this happened. I can't do anything about it. I can't change it. I can't go back and make it right. I can't go back and make this person do something different. Like, I just have to give up that hope that it just happened and it is what it is. And I just have to get over that happening, because I can't change that. There's no way possible I can change that. I can't change what happened. I can only change present day. I can only make different decisions, different choices, and do things differently this far. So that's another thing in forgiveness. You have to give up the hope that the past could have been different, because the past it happened and it can't be different. So you just have to say stuff, it can't be different. It happened. It is what it is. It cannot. I cannot. Nothing. That's it. This video may be borderlining on the spiritual side, so if this is not for you, if you don't want to watch a video regarding spirituality, I don't think this is something you should watch. You may or may not agree with the things I say or not say in this video, and that's one thing I don't debate, is my faith. I don't debate my relationship with God, and I don't debate my faith. I made a recent video regarding two things that happened, well, two instances, well, one of the many things I'll say that happened to me in my life that molded me, that affected my mindset. One is a story regarding me being bullied growing up, mainly in high school, and another is regarding a story of me being molested in more than one instance. I mean, being, you know, violated. Like a couple of years back, I decided to do some soul searching. Matter of fact, I think we are basically around the time that I started my YouTube channel. I started to do some soul searching, and I started to look into depth of things that happened in my life, and started to accept and be aware and forgive certain things that happened in my life. And that's what led me to creating a YouTube channel and making different videos about all these different stuff. I'll leave the link for the bullying and the molestation where I'm pointing my finger at. You can click on where I'm pointing my finger at to see. You'll see it pop up in the annotation. It was hard for me to forgive at first because it was a number of people I needed to forgive in my life, but the first person that I needed to forgive was myself. I needed to, which goes back to giving up the past, giving up the hope that the past could have been different. Because for a lot of years, I look back in my life and I used to think, what if I didn't do what I did that day? Or what if I didn't say what I said that day? Or what if I just would have stayed away? But in the same token, like, those things happen. I can't change them. The trick memory got full. I had to take off and stuff. Like I said, like I was saying, the trickle down effect of what happened after those instances and those situations are what they are. Everything happened, and at this point I couldn't do nothing about what happened. So I had to forgive myself for not allowing things to happen to me. I had to forgive myself for feeling like I placed myself in certain situations and feeling like I did all these things and I put myself through all these different changes. I had to forgive myself for that because it is what it is and it happened. And then I had to forgive people who I felt were at fault for certain things, because in a lot of instances when things happen, you have to understand a lot of people couldn't do things differently either because they didn't know any better. A lot of the things that you felt like people should have been doing that they didn't do, is not that some situations that they didn't want to do it. Sometimes it was that they didn't want to do it, but it was some instances where they couldn't do it because they didn't know any better. They couldn't do any. If you don't know better, you can't do better. But yeah, that's what I want to touch on in the basis of personal issues and forgiving. Another thing I wanted to touch on is people tend to hold celebrities and icons as certain standards, and when they do wrong, we tend to condemn them, and we tend to not want to forgive them and harbor certain emotions towards them in our hearts. When in an instance, I feel like when it comes to celebrities and icons, people have to realize they are people too. They are just like us. They are not God. They are man. And where God would not fail, man will fail you. And we do it all the time. Even on YouTube, we put these quote-unquote gurus, quote-unquote people with status on YouTube on a pedestal, and then when they do something we don't like, or when they do something we deem to be wrong or we don't agree with, we go in on them because we place them on a pedestal like, oh, they're better than this, or they should be better than this, when in reality we shouldn't place them on a pedestal. We shouldn't put them at a certain standard, because they will fail. It's not that oh, it will or won't happen. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. Everybody has fallen, but it's about how you get back up. So we have to, when people do certain things that we may not agree with, we just have to brush it off and forgive them. Yeah, they made a breach in judgment, or they did something that in their personal life that you didn't agree with, and it was very publicized. Oh man, like my eyes is bothering me. So, and this is why I think a couple of, I think I saved it as a favorite. A couple of weeks back, I said, you know, this is why, even though like I may not be as popular as some other people on YouTube, but I say this, I refuse, no matter how popular I get as time goes on, or matter how many people may know who I am, or how many people may agree with anything I have to say, I refuse to allow people to put me on a pedestal, or place an unrealistic expectation on me, because at the end of the day, I am who I am. I'm just like you. I may do things differently than you. I may say things differently than you. But just like you have your flaws and you have your faults, so do I. And that as people on the outside looking in was what we should realize, and we should be able to forgive. I know, going back to a personal side of this, that forgiving is easier said than done, but you have to allow yourself to do it, because I can't kiss you, Mama. Mommy got a lipstick. I got a lipstick, and I don't want to put that lipstick on you. Okay, I gotta go take you a bath anyway. Oh, what's that type of lipstick on your forehead? I'm sorry. Ooh, no kisses on the lips, because I got a lipstick. She steady is trying to get me to keep it. But yeah, you have to, because when you don't forget, basically, all in all, it's easier said than done, but when you don't forgive someone, and you don't forgive things and issues and situations and circumstances and people, you allow those things to have power over you instead of having your own power. And if they have power over you and they've long gone and they went away and they're not even thinking about you, what does that say about you, when that you're allowing their stuff to have that much power over you, where it's affecting you, your day-to-day life, the way you love, the way you interact, the way you create, the way you dream? So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Until next video, I'm out.